Hello, my name is Arif Ganji, and I'm the managing partner at Neon Rain Interactive. Neon Rain is a web application and website design company headquartered in Denver, Colorado. We've had the privilege of being ranked in the top 10 web development firms by the Denver Business Journal. Given that our programming methodology is one thing that sets us apart and makes us unique, I thought it would be fun to create a little video about Agile to help explain why we use it as our methodology of choice.
And I'm Bob Hartman, founder of Agile for All. Agile for All specializes in helping companies achieve product development success by using an Agile development methodology. We do this by using various techniques, including assessments, training, coaching, and mentoring. Our clients range from the very small single-team development organization up to very large Fortune 500 companies. When Arif asked me to help with these videos, I said yes because I believe the information contained in all of these videos will help organizations better understand Agile and be better equipped to succeed. This first video describes an Agile process using the Scrum framework. There are many Agile development frameworks, with Scrum being far and away the most popular, which is why we chose it for this introductory video. The Agile process is really quite simple. Unfortunately, the water does get a bit muddy when talking about different Agile methodologies, so let's concentrate on Scrum, which is the most popular. As the graphic shows, the process starts with a product owner creating a prioritized product backlog.
The prioritized backlog is actually one of the most understated features of this process. Too many companies start a development project by trying to outline every single thing that has to go into this application or software. But they fail to realize that a large percentage of the features may never be used, may never work correctly, or may just waste valuable time and dollars. A backlog is comprised of stories. In the story, the product owner describes who will be conducting the operation, what they will be doing, and why. This gives great insight and clarity to the programming team. By creating a backlog, the product owner is essentially making a list of their dreams and wishes in story form. Then the product owner organizes the backlog in priority order, with the most important items at the top and the least important at the bottom. Now, this list and priority can change after each sprint or iteration. The goal here is to focus on what brings value to the business and not on what we would like to have.
The process is all driven by the prioritized product backlog you just described. The product backlog is the input necessary for the sprint planning meeting. Sprint is a term used in the Scrum framework to describe the basic unit of development time. In most cases, it will be from 1 week to 1 month in length. A project or release is usually made up of several or many sprints. Getting back to the sprint planning meeting, the purpose of the meeting is for the team to commit to the amount of work they can complete during the sprint. The work is roughly sized using one of several different Agile estimation techniques, allowing the team to determine the proper amount of work for the sprint. An important point here is the team isn't just doing this as a guessing game. It is much more disciplined than that. The team has a velocity, or amount of work per sprint, which over time they know to be accurate. Good teams will never commit to more than their normal velocity. They also recognize the importance of the priorities in the product backlog and will always work on the highest priority items which will fit in the sprint. This gives the customer their highest priority items and therefore their highest value as early as possible. Once the sprint planning meeting is completed, the team starts the actual work. Each day during the sprint, the team gets together for a short meeting lasting 15 minutes or less, called the daily stand-up meeting or daily Scrum meeting. During this meeting, team members tell each other what they have completed since the last meeting, what they intend to complete before the next meeting, and whether they have any impediments which may cause them to become blocked. The team uses this time to determine how best to share information to help each other in order to complete their sprint commitment. This short meeting exposes risks and knowledge to be shared, which in turn help the team be more effective. Up to this point, we haven't mentioned the role on the graphic called Scrum Master. The person filling this special role is responsible for helping ensure the success of the project. They remove impediments for the team, help the team make responsible decisions, and basically support the team in any way possible. This role touches all areas of the organization while representing the team and is usually vital for team success. During the daily stand-up meeting, this person will likely note any potential impediments and immediately begin working to make sure the impediment won't be a problem. At the end of the sprint, usually on the last day, 2 other meetings are held. The first is the sprint review or sprint demo. Arif, you do these meetings with your clients. Please tell us a bit about this meeting and why it is important to the process.
The sprint review or sprint demo is important for many reasons. First of all, it shows the product owner and client what the team accomplished. They already knew what we were going to work on, but now they can see the results firsthand. They can also provide feedback based on what they see. Maybe the development result actually made another story unnecessary. Ultimately, the client can now see their request progressing. Some development companies go into what we call the cave. They program for months and come back with a finished product that looks nothing like what the client wanted. By doing sprint reviews and demos, we can mitigate that risk and deliver exactly what the client wants. Bob, the final piece of the process is the sprint retrospective. As a certified Scrum coach, I know you have participated and facilitated many sprint retrospectives. Please tell us about this part of the process.
Well, like the sprint review, the sprint retrospective has one main purpose. In the case of the sprint review, the main purpose is to improve the product, while the sprint retrospective's main purpose is to improve the team and the process. This core principle of continuous improvement is one of the things which makes Scrum completely different from other development frameworks. Many people have been in lessons learned meetings, then immediately forgotten all of those lessons. Sprint retrospectives bring up the successes and failures, and during this meeting, actual action items are created to help the team improve how they work. Improvements can be in areas ranging from logistical things, like the arrangement of team members in a building, all the way to better use of automated testing tools to help ensure product quality. The improvements often aren't simple, but they are continuously worked on and updated each sprint. The sprint retrospective empowers teams to be successful by allowing them to work on improvements each sprint. These improvements are not driven by managers, but by the team taking pride in their own work. At this point, if the product is completed, it will be released. However, normally, once the sprint retrospective is completed, the team cycles back to the beginning of a new sprint where they begin with sprint planning. A very important part of the process is the finished work. The wording is the important thing here. Finished work means it is a piece of the product which has been completed and is functional. In other words, every sprint, the team will finish work which has some value and is truly completed. It allows working software to be demonstrated, and if enough working software has been completed, it may allow for an early product release. It is not uncommon for customers to say something like, "Wow, can we get that now? Because it would be really useful today." Using Scrum allows a team to actually say yes.
Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, just a little planning and flexibility greatly increases the odds of a successful project.
Please enjoy our other Agile videos as well. For more information, please go to neonrain.com or agileforall.com. And thanks again for watching.